Okay, so Lincoln wanted to go see some animals and really wanted to go play in the Dino Dig area at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So it's Christmas Eve, and I was like, okay, fine. I don't really have to wait any lines. Dino Dig usually isn't too crazy. Yeah, I was wrong. This is currently the wait to get into Disney's Animal Kingdom. Okay, sorry I didn't record after we got out of the car, but it was super busy and it is packed here. But we're coming to do the Pangani Exploration Trail, look at some animals. Okay, we just saw the black and white Calabas monkeys. Now we're gonna go see one of Mama's favorite animals. Hopefully they're out. The okapi. Can you say okapi? Okapi! It kind of does look like a horse. It's an okapi. Can you say okapi? Good. See him? What colors is he? Okapi, yeah. You see any fishies? What about ducks? Do you see any ducks? Yeah. What does a duck say? Quack, 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 quack. Mama's favorite bird is right up there. The hammerkop. Oh, you see some fishies? Oh yeah, they're over by the ducks. Yeah, good job. Got some nest up there from the weavers. Oh, there's a weaver over there. Little gold bird. Lincoln, you want to go see more? Okay. Lincoln, the next animal goes, wheeze. What is that? No, you don't want to see a hippo? Let's go see a hippo. See all the fishy? Yeah. I don't see the hippo in the water. Yeah, lots of fish though. You see the meerkat? Coming out, looking at things. You see the meerkat? Alright, Bubba, we're gonna see if we can see any gorillas. Oh, I think I see some. Way over there in the corner. You see the gorillas, Bubba? Yeah, they're over there. Are they playing or sleeping? What does a gorilla say? What? You want to go see more gorillas? Yep, okay. Finn, what about you? Oh, you're spitting up. You want to go see some more gorillas? You want to see some more gorillas? There might be a gorilla up over here. Oh, he's big. Of course, he's right there, walking behind a tree. Beautiful silverback. Gotta love Finn, just chilling. Huh? What are you doing, Finn? Just looking at everything. Oh, I'm stuck. For those who are wondering how busy it actually is at Animal Kingdom today, the line for Kilimanjaro Safari standby queue is 135 minutes, and it goes all the way back to Tusker House. Yep, all the way to Tusker House. It's fun and asleep. Yeah.
aboard, everybody.
Okay, Lincoln, go.
So hold on tight. We're going to start off right here in the Little Aturi Forest. Now, the animals here in the forest do have a lot of natural camouflage, and that can make them pretty tough to spot. So feel free to play along, folks. If you spot anything, let me know. We're all on the same team here. Take a look over here to the right-hand side. You'll see a big brown animal with zebra-striped legs right there in the sunlight, and that is called an okapi.
It's over there. Over there.
Now, okapi, even though they have those zebra-striped legs, actually have nothing to do with the zebra at all. They're actually the only known relative of the giraffe. It's kind of like the short giraffe with different clothes on. Giraffes live out there on the savannah. They want to be nice and tall to eat off those tall trees, but she lives here in the forest and she's very shy. So she wants to be a little more compact, more easily able to disappear. That extra bit of camouflaging that she has does a great job of helping her blend in here in the forest. You'd think that white and black stripes would make her jump out and be really easily visible. But they actually do a great job of blending in with the alternating light and shadow of the light as it filters through the treetops. Over here to the left-hand side, you're going to see a watering hole, which is, of course, an important meeting place for many of the animals here on the reserve. There's actually a black rhino right there, folks. Do y'all see it? Right there to the left-hand side. It looks like a big rock facing away from us, but you can see the tail.
Rhino.
Black rhinos are pretty tough to spot these days because there's only about 5,000 of them left in the entire world. And that is due, of course, to poaching for their horns. The horns are believed to have medicinal value in certain cultures around the world, but are actually just the exact same substance as our hair and fingernails. Take a look over here to the left-hand side. There's actually one up and about over here. Do y'all see him, folks? Check it out. Now, over here to the left-hand side, folks, there's a couple more animals hanging out. These kind of reddish coppery animals back there in the back are called bongos. And then these lighter tan gray ones over here are called greater kudu. Looks like all three of those greater... Oh yes, folks, I see a whole bunch of hippos hanging out up ahead. Let's go see if we can get a good look at them. I hope the bubbles aren't coming from that one. There's one right there that you can get a good look at. There's a few more around the corner, but they'll be a little tough to spot. Make sure we all stay seated as we go past. We don't want to stand up. Now, hippos are nocturnal. They'll spend most of their days sleeping here in the water, and then at night they'll come out and walk anywhere from 2 to 6 miles in search of food. There's one right there on the shore, folks.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there's actually a little baby over here, folks. Check it out. Stay seated back there, guys.
Sit down. Sit down.
We take a look over here to the left-hand side, folks. There's a whole bunch of Nile crocodile. Check these out.
Lincoln, look at the crocodile.
Now, these Nile crocodile can get as much as 16 to 20 feet long, which is about as long as a giraffe is tall. They've been known to jump almost their entire body length out of the water. But we're not going to stick around here and let them prove it. All right, folks, over here at the left-hand side, hopefully we'll get a little bit closer look in a few moments, but it looks like there's some African wild dogs over here. Let's see if we can grab a look at them. Yeah, take a look over here to the left-hand side, folks, laying down here on the ground. Right there in the corner, there's a couple more right to the right-hand side of those rocks. Now, I do know that both of these are female because of their size. The males, believe it or not, of these eland, the males can be as much as 2,000 pounds. They're massive, massive animals, and they actually stand about 6 feet tall at the shoulder. And that does make them the largest antelopes in Africa. They're massive animals. The little baby eland over here, looks like she's probably only a couple months old, though. You'll see a couple of antelope that actually look like they're smaller than that baby eland. Do y'all see them over there? Kind of look like little s'mores laying over there on the ground. Now, these guys, as small as they are actually fully grown adults. These are called springbok. They're just little teeny tiny antelopes, but they're most well known for their defensive behavior called pronking, where they actually jump about 6 feet up in the air over and over and over again. That way nobody can grab a hold of them. It's quite a thing to see. There's that little baby eland up close. There's the springbok again over there on the right-hand side. It also looks like there's some wildebeest hanging out, folks. These gray animals you see around us. Wildebeest are one of those animals that are famous for migrating through these Serengeti grasslands every year. If you've ever seen a nature documentary about Africa, you've probably seen at least one segment on their massive herds. They can travel in groups of well over 1 million.
And Coley.
You also see those huge horns sticking up, and those belong to an Ankole cattle. Ankole cattle are the only actually considered a symbol of wealth. The farmers that raise them take a ton of pride in those guys.
Look, look.
Yeah, say wildebeest.
Eat.
They're eating, yeah. You see the cattle, the Ankole cattle?
So, Mama.
Yes, Mom.
Here,
Lincoln giraffe.
lying down on the ground.
When we get past the truck, you'll be able to see it. Look. Yeah, you see the giraffe? Yeah. Is he standing up or laying down?
Now, giraffes are the tallest land animals in the world. They can reach heights of up to 16 to 20 feet.
Yeah.
Their little babies will be born already about 6 feet tall. So they have mandrills are the largest monkeys in Africa, and they're famous for their bright red and blue markings on their face. Look at this big old elephant, though, folks. I do believe that this is a male elephant. One of the reasons is, of course, because of his size, but also because he's hanging out here by himself. Typically, herds of elephants are going to consist of females and their young. Once the young males have reached adulthood, the ladies will let him know it's time to go, and then he'll spend most of the rest of his adult life alone.
Yeah, that's the sound an elephant makes. Good job.
Rolls of duct tape earlier, so it should be nice and sturdy. That does not sound good, folks. Ooh, that sounds even worse. Think light thoughts. Alright, front wheels and back wheels. Alright, we made it, folks. Hakuna Matata. I've seen her a couple times. She's got that one tusk facing up and the one facing down. But she has a very important role for this family. Elephants can drink as much as 50 gallons of water every single day. And that's she's got to make sure everybody in this family has plenty of water to drink. And that's a lot easier said than done, especially here in Africa during the dry season. So she'll actually take her family on a journey of hundreds of miles across the continent of Africa, going from watering hole to watering hole and feeding ground to feeding ground, making sure everybody has plenty to eat and drink. And she's not just wandering around getting lucky. She's following a mental map that her and her family have followed for generations. It's an amazing amount of the information that these animals are able to store and learn and communicate with each other. Look, and speaking of which, folks, it looks like there's actually a little baby up ahead. Do y'all see her? Right inside that little circle of females over there. Oh, look at this one coming over to say hi to us. As you can see, this one still looks relatively young. Now, elephants actually have one of the longest childhoods in the animal kingdom. It can take them as much as 15 years to reach adulthood. And just like us, they have to learn pretty much everything from the time that they're born, even how to use that trunk of theirs. Their trunks have over 100,000 muscles in them, which is more than we have in our entire bodies. So as you can imagine, that's quite a lot to master. Rhinos hanging out. Look at these, folks.
Lincoln, this way.
Rhinos, if you take a look at the shape of their mouths, you see they've got very wide, square lips. White rhinos are grazers. They like to eat off the ground, so they've got those big lips to help them get big clumps of grass with each bite. Black rhinos, on the other hand, there's two ostriches.
Oh, look at the ostrich, Bubba. Over here. Look.
Now that was just a small taste of their speed, folks. These guys can actually run as much as 40 miles an hour. Pretty quick little animals. Now, even though they don't use their wings for flying, those wings do serve an important purpose, because when they're running quickly like that, it helps them make tight turns really quickly. Oh, check it out. Over here to the left-hand side, folks, speaking of running quickly, you see that little log that's lying down? Right to the right-hand side of it, there's a pile of hay. And part of that pile of hay is actually a cheetah. Do y'all see it, folks? He's really tough to spot because he's looking. I'm just hanging out for us.
They're on the rocks, Bubba. You see him?
Little hashtag Africa going on over here.
See him?
Now, coming up here on the right-hand side is another one of those ostriches and a few more of those rhinos. I think this is actually some members of that same group that we saw earlier on.
Ostrich, Bubba.
Now, like I said earlier, one of the reasons I can tell that these are white rhinos is because they are in a group. Typically, black rhinos are very territorial and aggressive, so you almost always find them solo. If you see a group, it's usually going to be white rhinos. Looks like those ostriches actually have a little nest right here, folks. Do y'all see it? Those ostrich eggs? Ostriches are communal nesters, so they'll all lay their eggs together in one big old pile and then take turns sitting on those eggs and guarding those eggs. Even the males will help take care of those eggs. Their eggs are the largest single cell in the world, weighing over 3 pounds, and are the equivalent of about 24 chicken eggs. Follow this dirt pathway back there towards the clearing. There's a little toasted marshmallow hanging out there in the very back. That is called a scimitar horned oryx. And he's actually a little bit odd to spawn over here by the springs because he's one of the few animals out here that just doesn't need that much water. He can actually go as long as 9 months without taking a single sip. Alrighty folks, there is one more thing I've left to teach you guys, and that's of course how to say goodbye. Here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye. Instead, we like to use a cool Swahili phrase, and that phrase is kwaherini, which means go well. So once again, folks, my name is Lee. It's been a pleasure having you guys out here on safari for the past 2 weeks. I'm sure I'm going to miss you guys and all those beautiful memories that we made together.
The stars, the great kings of the past, look down on us from those stars.
Really?
Yes. So whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you. And so will I.
So we got some food after safari, and we ate at the like little Harambe Marketplace Foods, and then decided that we probably should go over to baby care and let the boys kind of decompress, and then we're gonna head out to the car. Lincoln is watching Lion King, that's what you probably hear in the background, and Finn just ate. You can hear yourself. Wow. Wow. And then after we're done here, we're gonna go home. That's our little run into the park really quickly. Not really quickly, it took a long time, it was very busy. Hi, Finn.
I just hear that name.
Sorry for the bad lighting, but got everyone home. Lincoln is taking a nap. Finn is just starting to fall asleep. So we left the house around like 10 or 10:30. Got into the park at 12:30. We walked Pangani Exploration Trail. We rode Kilimanjaro Safari. We ate at Harambe Village. Stopped at Starbucks to get Mommy a pink drink, and Lincoln wanted a cake pop. Got everyone situated at baby care. Got them in the car. They both slept all the way home. And now it's nap time. So that was our adventure today. It's Christmas Eve, so I hope that everyone is having a great holiday season. And, you know, the holidays are definitely hard when you work at Disney. We don't get vacations typically during that time of year. And so just remember to be kind and love the people that you have around you. And hopefully your holiday season will be great. Apparently I'm waking him up, so that's it for now. Have a great day.